Well, depending on the school district your kiddos are in, rules and regulations may be different for COVID protocol. But regardless, I sat down with Dr. Pyle Coley to learn how we can protect our kids when it comes to health at school. Dr. Coley, it's so nice to see you in person.
Danny, I can't believe we're talking face to face.
I know, it's so great. So, hey, we're talking about kids going back to school. Right now, everything's so crazy, and everyone wants to make sure they're doing the proper thing, the right thing when it comes to COVID-19. So, as students are going back, is there a concern?
You know, Danny, we're in a really bad place this year from what we had expected last year. So this Labor Day, the increase in cases was 300% compared to last year, and we have the vaccine. So I am really worried about our kids because as the infection in the community goes up, the infection in the kids goes up. We have this new Delta variant, and kids under 12 aren't eligible yet for the vaccine. So I really want parents to have their guard up when they send their kids back this year.
Yeah, it's smart. And I know that a lot of the parents are nervous about this. What should parents be doing daily maybe to prepare their kids or prepare themselves?
Yeah, so I think the first most important piece is to remind your kids about the masks because we don't have the vaccines for the kids yet. We have the Delta variant. So one of the best weapons we have for our kids under 12 is those masks. So I like to tell my nephew that it's part of a superhero costume so that he can kind of dress up that way. For the little girls, it could be a princess costume or what have you. Remind them to wash their hands, remind them not to touch their face as much. But the other thing to do, I think, is to get your kids ready in a bigger sense, which is to think about other respiratory infections like RSV and the flu. So going and getting your kids the flu shot, and that sweet spot for the flu shot is really starting now until about the end of October.
So have you noticed that, you know, more parents and more people have been a little bit more nervous about the flu, especially about after COVID?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I thought that people would be even more nervous about a respiratory illness, but it's actually been the opposite. People are tired. People are tired of getting the vaccine, and we have this phenomenon called vaccine fatigue.
Right.
So I really want us to battle that this year because I know that the flu and COVID can have a lot of overlapping symptoms, and especially for those young kiddos, we can't get them the COVID vaccine, but we can certainly protect them against that flu.
I want to talk too about the older kids, right? About the college students. Should they be worried? And have you been noticing maybe a lack in concern when it comes to COVID with some of the older kids?
You know, I think the attitudes for sure are a little bit more relaxed. When you're a teenager, you're invincible, right?
Yes.
But I have to emphasize that the college students are in a really good place because they have a weapon to keep themselves safe. So if they get vaccinated and they go back to their dorms, they can pretty much have a normal life. But we really need to get those vaccination rates high. And I know some universities are mandating vaccines, but if your university or college is not mandating it, make sure you and your friends get it, because the more you surround yourself with vaccinated people, the more you can sort of live your life as normal, see each other in person without really worrying as much.
Sure. Dr. Coley, so great to have you here in person. It's great to see you.
Great to see you too, Danny. Thank you.
Of course. 9Health fairs are back this year, guys. They run from September 29th through November. So check your nearest location and pre-register for your health screening by visiting 9healthfair365.org. It is important that you pre-register this year for your safety and convenience. Stay healthy.